There is something magical when it comes to fully experiencing seasons and understanding the meaning and purpose behind them. I used to have a favorite season, but with time and life experiences, I have learned to love all of them, because each one of them brings something special and unique. Spring is about flowers blossoming. New life happens when spring arrives. And this is really a symbol for new opportunities. Spring brings new energy and positive thoughts. And even though I love all seasons, and it is very hard for me to choose a favorite one, I have to say spring is my season because it's when my birthday takes place. I find spring a very calming and refreshing season. And I think it's really a perfect time to reevaluate what we set for the new year and maybe think of new things that we want to incorporate in our lives. By this time of the year, we may have already gone through different situations or learned new things, and maybe we would like to add new habits or goals into our lives. With the onset of spring, I want to make sure I invest in my health and wellness first. When it comes to taking in our health, it can be quite challenging and frustrating. And this is where the sponsor of today's video comes in. I would like to talk to you about Vivoo. Here, I would like to talk about a product that I have just discovered and that I believe will contribute very well to my wellness. Vivoo gives real-time body data on 9 wellness parameters. These parameters are vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, ketones, pH, oxidative stress, water, proteins, and sodium. Let me explain how this works. As always, I like to give a bit of the science behind things. There are 3 basic urine analysis methods: the physical, chemical, and microscopic. The physical examination identifies the visual appearance of the urine and measured concentration. The chemical analysis method is used to detect and quantify the components in the urine. And then the microscopic analysis looks at a sample of urine under a microscope. Vivoo detects metabolites in urine by chemical analysis method. And these are reagent molecules in each pad in the urine stick. Metabolites in the urine react with the reagent in the pads and cause color change. So the way this works is that the colors of the boxes in Vivoo urine test change based on the reaction to different urine concentrations. A machine learning system was trained using over 100,000 images and environment normalization so that the references colors in Vivoo strips can prepare accurate results regardless of the different environmental conditions. For instance, colors, lighting, the camera, and operating systems. Once an image of the used strip is scanned to the Vivoo app, the machine learning system Vivoo developed presents users with accurate test results drawing on the data it has been trained to analyze. These tests have been validated and the results yield 87% lab accuracy. What I love so much about using Vivoo is that the app gives personalized nutritional and lifestyle advice so that we can improve our wellness, and we can sync the app with the wearables to gain insight on our sleep, on our activity, and our heart rate. My favorite parameters are the oxidative stress and ketones. As you know, I focus on an anti-cancer lifestyle, and there is evidence that suggests that oxidative stress plays a role in the initiation and progression of many types of cancer. And also, I do the keto diet. Also, I like to call it low-carb diet. And for this, it's important for me to understand my body's levels of ketones. After having done this and seen your results, you can order personalized supplements according to Vivoo test results. If you're interested, you have 30% off with my code Finoula, and the link is in the description box. Spring reset involves several tasks. And of course, this will vary depending on the person, but this is the way I like to carry it out. Spring cleaning, spring detox, spring goals checking, and finally, spring routine evaluation. So before starting today's practice, I make sure that I get in the mood, like putting an outfit that looks like spring, and that will of course give me the comfy state to do all of the tasks. Something that I also like doing is putting on my spring playlist. I have all the spring reset practice in my Notion as part of the live dashboard pack. Everything will be linked down below in the description box if you're interested. Let's start with spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is the practice of cleaning one's home in the springtime. This tradition has been around for centuries, and it is thought to have originated as a way to remove all the toxins that had been accumulated in homes from using fireplace and candles throughout the winter months. Spring cleaning can involve a wide range of tasks, including deep cleaning, carpets, washing windows, dusting, decluttering, and organizing. Some people also take the opportunity to do larger projects like painting or rearranging furniture. The goal of spring cleaning is to create a clean, organized, and welcoming living space that feels refreshed and renewed. Tasks in spring cleaning are cleaning the house, and not just routinary cleaning, but like super deep cleaning. Pick up laundry clothes and put another one. Reevaluate the wardrobe or anything in the house to give or sell. I love to do a massive closet declutter and really take time to divide all of my clothes and see which ones I can donate and which ones I can sell. And I sell using the app Vinted, which I will leave down below in the description box just in case you want to have a look. Other tasks in spring cleaning are such as getting dishes out of the dishwasher or putting some new and setting another dishwasher, get new plants, one with flowers, water the plants, massage the plants. Spring cleaning has some health benefits that I would like to share in today's video. Spring cleaning can have a positive impact on our mental health. Having a clean and organized living space can reduce feelings of stress and anxiety, as clutter and disorganization can contribute to a sense of overwhelm. The act of cleaning itself can be meditative and provide a sense of accomplishment, which can boost mood and self-esteem. Another health benefit is that spring cleaning helps to improve respiratory health. During the winter months, our homes tend to be closed up, leading to the buildup of allergens and dust. Dust and allergens can irritate the respiratory system and contribute to respiratory problems like asthma and allergies. So spring cleaning can help to remove these allergens and dust particles. As we clean our homes, we often open windows, letting the fresh air in and also incorporate new plants. This can help to improve the indoor air quality, which can have a positive impact not only on our respiratory system but on our overall health. Spring cleaning often involves physical activity, such as dusting, vacuuming, and scrubbing. This can help to increase our physical activity levels, which can have numerous health benefits, including improved cardiovascular health and increased strength. Another health benefit is that spring cleaning can also help with our sleep. A clean and organized bedroom can help to promote better sleep. A cluttered and disorganized space can make it difficult to relax and fall asleep. Having a clean and calm environment can promote relaxation and restful sleep. Another health benefit from spring cleaning is an improved digestion. Spring cleaning can also involve cleaning out our kitchen and our pantry, which can promote healthier eating habits. By removing expired or unhealthy foods and restocking with fresh, healthy options, we can improve our digestion and overall health. And finally, and of course I'm mentioning this, spring cleaning can also help boost our immune system. A clean and organized environment can help to reduce the spread of germs and bacteria, which can boost our immune system and reduce the risk of illness. So now we are going to step on the next step of spring reset, which is spring detox. And this is really just about putting our focus on our body, our soul, and our mind. And really, it's a practice to check in with our health and our feelings. It's a practice to try and see how we're doing, not only physically, but internally, and see what things we can do in order to improve and what things we want to change in our life. For instance, healthy habits. The first thing that I'm doing as part of my spring detox is to take a Vivoo test. As I mentioned earlier, it can be quite hard to check in with our health, and Vivoo can really help with this. Not only making it easier, but helping us to understand what's happening. The next thing we're going to do as part of our spring detox is to prepare a green juice. Normally I go for a green smoothie to do this, but today I'm craving a juice rather than a smoothie, so I'm going to show you how I do this. And this can be really useful, for instance, when you have eaten really bad or you're feeling bloated. So here I just wanted to quickly tell you, while I show you the ingredients for the juice, that thanks to my Vivoo test, I was able to see what I really needed, and I upgraded my multivitaminic complex. I went for one that had a higher doses of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids so that I can improve my overall health. Next in the spring detox is a yoga practice. I like doing some salutations to the sun. In this practice, we open the hamstrings, the shoulders, and the chest, as well as we release tension. This set of asanas also help us to activate the organs in our body and stimulate the detox function. This practice allows us to use the body as an instrument of higher awareness so that we can receive wisdom and knowledge. Which, even though I practice this always in my yoga classes, I think it is perfect not only to detox but receive spring, since the sun is out a lot more. The next thing is meditation to detox our brain. So the goal of this is just to get all of the stress and negative thoughts away from our mind, focusing on our breathing. This practice is a great way to help clean the mind, body, and strengthen the ability to breathe easily and be happier throughout the rest of the day. So the next part of this spring reset is to do a spring goals check-in. And this practice, I like to do it by the end, of the whole spring reset day, because by now, after cleaning and after doing some yoga and some meditation, having checked with my health and what other things I would like to do, I feel like I'm in the right mood, calmed, relaxed, to really sit down and do a spring goals check-in. So the way that I do this is by starting to do a brain dump. And I just try to put every single thing that is in my mind, like worries, negative thoughts, things that I have to do, habits that I would like to incorporate in my life, just every single thing that you have in your mind, and not only tasks or things that you're procrastinating, for example, but also feelings and thoughts. Try to put everything on a piece of paper, or as I do it on the Notion, I try to put everything written, and I have it as a very big view, and then I categorize depending on what aspect of my life that is affecting. And after the brain dump and trying to see what things are, like, for instance, what new habits I want to incorporate, or what things I can do to change a negative thought, just the small improvements and the small changes that we want to do in our life, I compare them, or I evaluate them together with what goals I set at the beginning of the year, or if you did it like me in November. So it's just really to see what you wrote down then and what things you want to focus for the new year then, and how you're feeling right now about those goals, about those habits, about what things you want to do now, and just try to do an evaluation of all of it together and be clear on the goals that you want, on the habits that you want, and how you want to improve your life, setting the right systems for it. So here in the Notion template, you have a table with the goal system. So it is like questions such as, how can I make this easy? How can I make this fun? How can I, for instance, can I create a challenge to make it more fun? And how can I make this motivating for myself? So that's the kind of table that I've got on the Notion template in order to create a goal system. And once we do this, there is several questions that I like to answer in this part of the spring goals check-in, right? Mainly when I'm looking back at the goals that I set for the new year. So for instance, one of the question is 3 months have passed by. So normally it's 3 months because spring starts the 20th of March. However, this video is coming on April, so maybe you want to think 4 months have passed. Did I achieve the goals I planned? Yes or no? If yes, ask yourself why. So what is it that you did right that you achieved those goals? If the answer is no, also ask yourself why. You really need to get to the point of why yes or why no you did something, so that you can either keep on that good thing that you did or change the one that didn't allow you to achieve your goals. Now, in this spring goals check-in, I have something else that I have incorporated for this year that it was one of my habits actually, and that is to check on my finances. Well, yes, it is a goal because for me it's really important that I heal my relationship with money. Whenever I talk about money, I get very anxious and very stressed, and this is really not good for our health. So one of my goals was to be to heal my relationship with money, to be more aware of what I spend, on what I spend, and how I can improve my savings. So in order to do that, I bought this notebook it's called Finances. I got it from Etsy. I can leave it down below just in case some of you are interested, and it's a ring. It's a folder, and then you can buy, the different inserts depending on what you're interested in. So to start with, just because this is the first time that I do this and I have never done it before, I just bought the pack, the ring binder and the starting inserts. So when you start with this, you have a section to write your financial goals for the new year. Then you've got recurring bills. So for instance, any subscription or, like the rent is something that happens all the time. If there's anything wrong that I say with this field, please let me know because I'm very, very new at this. So maybe I might mention something and it's not correct. Then you've got a section for saving tracker, then debt payments. So I think this is mainly for, I don't know, like United States, that there's a debt, for instance, with college. I'm not sure. But for me, instead of using it for that purpose, I write it down, for instance, if I owe a friend some money from a dinner or a trip or the other way around. So any money that is owed to me or to someone, I write it here and just like track it. And then it goes month by month, just to track all your expenses. And also I like that it has like a small calendar view. I haven't really used that, but I think it's really nice to have this, and just specific for finance. For instance, if there's an important date with a bill that is coming, just to have it there as a kind of a reminder. So this is something that I am doing apart from the goals checking. I just like sit down and grab my phone, go through the bank accounts and see what I have spent and in what and how. It's also to bring awareness, because sometimes I feel like, mainly now when you go with your phone, you're just like paying. Sometimes I'm not even aware of where I spent, and then I looked at the amount of money that I have and I'm like, where did my money go? So I think this is really important to heal the relationship with money, to be more aware on what we are spending and see how we can save. So this is one of my habits, my new habits, and I wanted to share with you. Well, the final step of this spring reset is spring routine evaluation. So if you have heard me talking about this, you know that for me it's very important to create a morning and a night routine, and there's really a purpose on doing this. The morning and a night routine has a function. For instance, the morning gets you ready for the day, and the night one, it's just like it's telling your body that the day's done and it's time to calm down and to relax, so that we can gain back our energy, so that we're prepared for the next day. So for me, it's really important that we set the right habits and the right practices in the morning routine and in the night routine. And these two routines are really routines that can help you to achieve the goals that you have set. So really what this is all about is to do a massive evaluation of your current morning and night routine and see if it's really giving you that purpose that we want. Is it getting you ready for the morning? And for instance, for the night, is it really getting you calm? But apart from those two, do the habits and the practices that you have in both routines really helping you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve? So in my Notion routine, I've got the exact template of what I use in order for when I do my evaluation for myself. You've got questions to really like, how do you feel after completing this routine? You've got questions like, what is your why of your morning routine and of your night routine? What things do you currently do that you would like to stop? And then you've got things like visualizing what your ideal routine looks like and really see what is happening now in your routine and what is happening in your ideal routine, to have like a clear visualization and see what you can change. And finally, I've got things like, what are your non-negotiables of your morning routine and of your night routine, and what things you don't want to do that is currently happening right now for both routines. And then after this whole evaluation, you can really create a morning routine and a night routine that is going to serve your purpose. And one important thing that I want to mention here, when you create your morning routine and your night routine, if it has some changes and if it's something new, it's going to take time for you to adapt to that new routine. So really don't push yourself too hard and try not to do the entire thing just the day after you have created your new ideal routine. It's very important to take small steps and really create that habit little by little, and letting your mind and your body to adjust and adapt to that new routine that you have. And what I do is I pick one of the things of the routine. For instance, my morning routine, my ideal morning routine, I get up at 5:30, depending on the night before. I prepare my matcha. While I prepare my matcha, I am drinking my vitamins, my probiotics, my immune shot, and after that I do my morning journal and I do my morning reading. And then after that I study and I decide what I want to study, and I study more or less for an hour. And after that I go to the gym for an hour more or less. Then it's when I come back, I have breakfast, I get ready to go to work and so on. Okay, so this is my ideal morning routine. But we need to be very aware that life happens and situations happen, and there will be days that we will not be able to do every single thing of our morning routine, and this is completely fine. We just have to get rid of the mindset all or nothing, you know? So me, for instance, the day that I wouldn't get up early, I did nothing of my morning routine, and that it doesn't have to be like that. Maybe you got up late just because you had a bad night or just because you needed the extra sleep. That doesn't mean that when you wake up, whatever the time it is, you have your vitamins, your probiotics, and you continue with the rest of the morning routine. Or maybe one day you're feeling so bad or so sick that you don't make it to the gym, and that's totally fine. Just continue with the rest of the things. This is what I want to say with like baby steps. And for instance, when starting new, what I was saying before is to pick something to start with. So for instance, with my morning routine, there are lots of steps. So I worked at one at a time to get used to it. So for instance, I picked waking up early. So for 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever it is that we need in order to adapt, I worked only on getting up early. Once my body was used to that, I moved on to the next step, which was the one that was very hard for me, was to go back to the gym. So I worked on to waking up early and going back to the gym. And then slowly, and I'm still in that process, I'm still in the one of adapting to going back to the gym. And probably after that, it will come a day where I'm like already used to it and my body starts asking for this. So this is what I want to say. This is the whole thing with getting used to and going back to a routine or adapting new things, is really to give yourself time, you know, to get used to those things. And if you don't manage at first, just don't be too hard on yourself. Don't try to do everything at once. Just go little by little, listening to your body. And the most important is to enjoy the process. Have fun while you try these things. You're doing this for yourself, and maybe you have created a morning routine or a night routine and there's something that you don't like. So it's all about testing and making, you know, experiments and seeing what really works for you. That's the most important part. I'm going to end the video here. I really hope that you like this spring reset, you know, with all the steps, that this video brought you value. As always, I like to explain why certain practices have a benefit for our health. And yeah, if you have anything that you would like to share, I'm more than happy to read about it, so you can leave it down below in the comment section. I really hope that your spring reset goes very well and that you learn a lot of things about yourself and that you get ready to improve our lives. And don't forget that we are doing all of this all together. We have a community at Discord, and if you would like to be part of it and share your experiences with Spring Reset, for instance, we will be there. Bye bye.